Hey everyone, it's Erin with Hail Varsity. I'm joined by Brady, also of Hail Varsity, and I mean, you're on the Hail Varsity YouTube channel, so who else would we be, right? Who else?
No, you expected to find us.
You expected to find us here, although you may not have expected to hear from us this early in January, because oftentimes we don't have a media availability, but we did get to hear from new offensive coordinator Marcus Satterfield, as well as new defensive coordinator Tony White. It was their first time talking with the media, so let's recap. Brady, let's start on the offensive side of the ball. There's a couple of big things that came out of today. What did we learn from Coach Satterfield?
All right, well, everybody hold on. They're going to run the ball.
Hold on to your horses.
They're going to run the ball.
They are. They're going to run the ball.
And he said fullback.
They're going to use a fullback.
All right, so hold up your Nebraska football bingo cards for 2023. You just basically got a whole row right there.
And you're all winners. We're all winners here.
Everybody wins. It's January in college football. Well, I thought it was really interesting because he kind of talked about his history with Matt Rule, the new coaching staff. I know a lot of people kind of pointed at fingers at the inexperience or maybe youth, some would say, about this coaching staff. He said he really likes the energy. They're football guys, as he called them. They come with a lot of experience. They coached at Carolina. They coached in they have that high school knowledge, but also the NFL knowledge and knowledge of not only football, but how to coach guys up. He really likes that aspect of it. He likes how I thought it was really interesting how he was assistant offensive line coach at Carolina under Matt Rule, and he didn't really expect to like it when he got it, and obviously left for the offensive coordinator job at South Carolina. But now with that experience as assistant offensive line coach, he likes that he can kind of cater the offense a little bit more to offensive linemen. He didn't really think about them going into like how he would scheme up a game, but now he knows we're going to work to our strengths. We may have put them in bad positions before, so he wants to really work with that. And there's just a lot of like kind of neat nuances. A lot of them haven't gotten into Lincoln yet, but they've been on the road recruiting and doing all of that, so we kind of got to know a little bit. He likes the quarterback depth. Hasn't really got the feel out of the running back room yet, but he likes where they're at in a lot of those positions. They want to build depth at receiver. They're going after a couple of portal offensive linemen to shore up some depth. So we got to know a little bit about that from him.
And if you're wondering, beyond just running the football, he did say that he plans to run a pro-style offense at Nebraska. That's a big one. Pro-style offense, and he likes the huddle. He is going to lead the charge in college football on the huddle. So yeah. That's the big thing for Nebraska's offense. Let's shift to the defensive side of the ball, because we also heard a lot there. I have to just throw out really quick, Tony White, genius way of handling this. He was jokingly asked about the black shirts. In fact, if you do watch that video, you hear the person who asked was kind of giving him a hard time, because it always is a question that tends to get asked is, what are you going to do about the black shirts? When are you going to hand them out? How many and everything? And I've heard this before, is he wants to talk to other people who have the knowledge of what it should be, how it should be handled. But he really he did. I think that is pretty much the only answer you can give right now, is that you need to talk to other people. So if we got, again, bingo card, we got a black shirt comment, we got some comments on the black shirts.
We got huddles, we got
black shirts, we got run the ball, we got fullback.
Again, just filling up dots on that bingo card for 2023 already.
Just early January, and we were just rolling through them. But he had a lot of good things to say as well, especially talking about the 3-3-5 and how it's not about, so if you're somebody who's like, what does the 3-3-5 mean? He was very specific. It doesn't matter to him if it means he needs to go to something else, because for him, it's about winning. So he is not married to the 3-3-5, but he does think it could work in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I think really the nuance of the 3-3-5, because when he was announced as coach and everybody kind of knew about it, was the 3-3-5. The numbers stand out, whereas opposed to the people and personnel stand out to him. I mean, it's going to be fitting gaps. It's going to be fitting schemes. One thing that he's done researching the Big Ten, because Matt Rule is a big research guy, film guy, studying up, is matching up, seeing who fits where. And that's really going to be where this defense can excel. Starts up front. He's a Grizzly guy, likes the big guys. They're going to cater to that. There's not going to be a shortage of big offense or defensive linemen on this staff, but he likes the mix-up, the mix match, the dynamic, the versatility. And I think previously, he told Greg Sharp that it's an offense, or it's a defense that has answers or solves answers, something like that. And that's really kind of what it is. It's a defense that will have those answers for offenses and cause offenses to kind of scramble and figure out ways to solve the defense. he wants to get into the linebacker room and see the linebacker depth for it. He likes the athleticism on the back end, and then he even gave Ty Robinson a shout out because he remembered recruiting Ty when Tony was back at Arizona State. So he remembers a lot of those guys. Nick, Luke, mentioned all of them by name. Nash, yeah, even he mentioned Nash by name. He's familiar with these guys, but again, he just got here, hasn't really had time to even settle his feet or know much about Lincoln, he said, because they've been out recruiting. So I think some of those nuances, things are going to work out. But also to the point about the black shirts, he mentioned that the Nebraska job stood out to him right away. He was a guy that got to know college football when he was in middle school and high school, and that was in the early 90s. Where was Nebraska at that time? I mean, that's really one that kind of stood out in the legacy to him. So when this job came up, his immediate comments were that he was thankful to Trev Alberts, to Matt Rule for picking him out of a loaded field and an open field of defensive candidates for this job to try to, again, get the black shirts back, or at least get the standard back. And then he had that great answer where it was like, I want to be known for passion, and people will want to watch this team and have their popcorn out and be excited to see it.
He did say popcorn.
He did say popcorn.
Popcorn
Again, crying out loud. Bingo cards.
Bingo cards. I got another one for you. Marcus Satterfield did also say Tom Osborne's name. So check that one off too.
You're not going to make it to the spring game, all right? We're going to fill up those cards right now. But I just thought that was kind of an interesting way to kind of put a bow on it, and really, these guys are aware, again, kind of with Tony White's thing, he's going to study things, they're going to learn, they're still kind of coming into this thing new.
They're still living in hotels.
Yeah, like that's still the way that this is going to be. The recruiting dead period will kind of go down once they get this final weekend of official visits down, and then they've got another recruiting period before the class finally full. And then they're going to hit 2024, and then they'll have spring ball by then. But at least for now, we've heard from them, and I think they've made their first impressions known, and we have so many things to write about now.
So many things. So speaking of that, make sure you head to hailvarsity.com. Go ahead and bookmark. You should just subscribe if you haven't already. We will have plenty more to come from today's availability, and then plenty to come in the future, because there is a lot to make from both. Both coaches spoke for almost 20 minutes each, so there's just a lot to dive into, a lot to really carry us through, at least until the traditional signing day, which is in early February. So with that, we are going to leave you, because now we are going to go back to our seats where we are going to work and listen to the tunnel walk on a loop, because that is what is playing in the press box right now, and it has been for the last 3 hours. So off season, here we go. We'll talk to you later.